So as I was driving home this afternoon, I had a tough day, and nothing major life wise, but it was a tough day. One of those days where I was driving past fast food restaurants, and I was like, "Damn, that sounds nice. It sounds easy. It sounds convenient, and it sounds like that immediate gratification that I think most of us search for." And I think that as a coach, I was thinking through it. Why emotionally am I going towards that right now? Why do I want that right now? And what is that going to do for me? What's that? How is that going to serve me? And I do think every now and then having a moment of leaning into comfort food is definitely okay. It's not a huge problem if it's an anomaly, if it's a rarity, right? But if you're recognizing every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're driving home from work, and the immediate thing that you have when you get stressed out is, even before you leave work, is you're reaching for candy, you're reaching for whatever's in the office lounge or whatever, for that immediate gratification, that little comfort, right? Just to give you that little hit of happiness, right? Does it ever actually take away your stress? I think it does in the moment, but immediately afterwards, the stress that was still stressing you out to begin with is still there. It didn't solve the problem. And for most of us, right, if we're struggling with health, we're struggling with not being confident, not liking where our weight's at, not liking how our clothes are fitting and how we're looking and living in life, not liking our discipline or lack thereof in life, those are moments that just make that problem worse, and that just make that more and more of a reality. And so in that moment when I was, stressed out, kind of wanting the comfort, I realized, you know what? It's not going to take anything away. It's not going to solve any of my problems. It's not going to solve my stress. It's only going to compound it. I'm going to be irritated about it after I eat the meal, and I'm going to be irritated about it tomorrow as well, especially if my digestion's impacted, or, even if the weight was impacted, I know that weight's going to come back down. But for most people, it would just continue to trend in the wrong direction. So I made the choice, and also financially, to just eat what the hell I already had cooked. And that's also where meal prep comes in as a huge game changer. Even though I wasn't in love with coming home and eating that same food that I normally have, it was still there. It made the friction less. If I would have had to go to the grocery store and then come home and cook the food, probably would have said no to it. But again, that's the point, right, of number one, being in control of your choices regardless of the emotion or the stress you're currently going through. But then secondarily, doing the prep work to make sure that you have a smoother week by having the food already ready to go, so you're less likely to go make that fast food choice. So think about these things. It helped me out today to go through that little thought process. I hope this is helping you in some way.